I want to talk about Seller's Advantage because they were the best thing that ever happened to me at the right time in my life. I was taking care of my parents who were declining. Their health was declining over the prior 3 years. So first my mom's health went down, and so I was taking care of her pretty much every day. And then after she passed, my dad's health rapidly declined. They'd been married over 70 years. And then once my father passed, it was my job to close the estate and distribute everything. And then as soon as that was all done, then I took a deep breath and said, what about me? What am I gonna do now for the rest of my life? I was getting ready to sell my place and buy a new place. And all of that combined was so overwhelming that I thought, where can I start cutting corners and save myself some time and energy? And then I saw the ads. I've been seeing the ads on TV all along for Seller's Advantage, so I thought, what the heck, I'll call and find out what it's all about. And I asked lots of questions, and they answered all my questions exactly the way I had hoped they would, and told me that I could have as long an escrow as I wanted or as short. I could leave things behind if I couldn't find room for them in my new place. Anything I wanted and needed, they were willing to give me. I was like, sign me up. They came one time. We sat down and we talked, and I got along so well with the gentleman. His name was Andrew, that came to the house. I walked him around the house. He took some photos and videos, and that was it. I mean, I didn't have to do another thing. I could focus on the process of packing, because that took me several months, and finding a new house to live in. So we went back and forth three times maybe. It was all very pleasant, very simple. And finally, he came back with a number that I could live with. And I said, let's do it. And he sent me the offer, the paperwork, I signed it, and we were done. And then escrow opened and the process began. So it was very simple, very pleasant, and very straightforward. Everybody was very comfortable answering all my questions and making sure that I understood exactly what was happening, when it would happen, who would do what, when, where. So my interactions with people from the beginning with Andrew to the end were just tremendous and very positive, very upbeat, and lovely, lovely people all the way around. It's hassle-free selling to them, whereas if you list it on the market, you have to clean it up and you have to have people traipsing through at all hours of the day and night. You have to entertain offers and go back and forth with that whole process, sometimes 3 or 4 times before you find a good buyer that's qualified. Seller's Advantage, you don't have to qualify them. When they make you an offer, you know that they can handle it and they've got the money to back it up with. A lot of the usual ins and outs in the process of selling a home are taken away by using Seller's Advantage. So I just can't recommend it enough.